Hey, glad you're back with us on the Vintage Dolphin channel. We've still been making some purchases. We've definitely been refining the process a little bit. Now, in my personal life, I have 2 kids and a family to take care of, and we're back to work with 1 kid still in school. So eBay has slowed down a little bit, and I think that's all right. I think people don't need to put that extra pressure on them. So eBay can be a great thing to do on the side, just kind of when you have the time. We are going to go full time one day, but right now we're actually not selling. We're just buying very carefully for that big grand opening we're going to do, and maybe we will go to full time real quick. But with that said, we're buying very carefully. We've kind of learned the process, and we watch lots of videos similar to these and try to really find out what's smart to be buying and kind of phase out some of them lower end purchases, because it's all just about the same amount of work. So the more we can go, $30 plus, that's, like I said before, that's definitely what we're looking for. And with that said, let's check out a couple of the things we've been buying the last couple weeks. So we're going to start off on the items that aren't quite as great and work our way around. Like I said, I'm refining the process as good as we can. So I bought these pans in a bundle, and we're going to either bundle these up and just make a little something off the 3 of them together. I could clean them up and sell them individually, but they're not worth quite as much. Mainly we look for the vintage steel pans and aluminum pans, that kind of stuff, the vintage ones. Farberware, Revereware, that kind of stuff. I think we got an artisan over there. So we're looking mainly for the vintage ones, but we'll take that. We can make a little something off it, or a friend of mine just lost his house in a fire, so that might be a better way to use that. These we're not normally going to pick up, but for $2.50 there was DVDs with this that were for my daughter for her birthday, so that worked out pretty good. Each of these on the end are going to be worth $10 each used, and the Curious George DVD is new in package, but it is only worth $4, so we may go ahead and just real quick picture it and ship it out and get it sold. And the rest of these we're just going to lot together, maybe $1 or so a piece, and send them out. Bunch of Disney VHS. Hats we like doing. Not a real big profit, but you can clean them up and picture them and get them out pretty quickly. Military hats do tend to be a little better, especially the vintage ones. Some of them can really hold their value or even go up in value. I just sold like a beret style one a while back for $33, so some of them can be pretty good. Couldn't say no to these floor mats down here. Got them for $1 each. So that's kind of, it could be a good thing or it could be a long tail item, but for $1 each, we're looking at a potential of $30 to $60. Just depends on the make and if they're selling, what price we end up actually selling them for. But anyway, with $1 into it, they should be good and they don't take up a lot of room. When you do get these, when you're trying to figure out what you got, I flipped them over and found this is quite handy. I was able to double check, make sure I had all 4 and the right ones for each type of vehicle. So that's a nice little tip. If you flip that over, you should be able to find something like that. Also found some of these vintage baseball bats. Got Henry Aaron, made in Louisville, Kentucky. I think I seen sold comps for $50 on that, right anywhere from $40 to $60. And official Adirondack softball bat, again, not quite as much on that one, but right around $30. And I think I got them out the door for about $12. So 12 into 80 is not too bad. And kind of moving around a bit. Got this one of these dart boards. Looked like about $20 for that for a used one. We may keep that. It's a double-sided one. Has baseball on the other side, so that sounds really fun. And this beautiful thing over here, it's worth about $100 if we sell it locally. But so far the kids have just been loving it. So I think it might have found its spot, believe it or not. Right here, it is birthday day for Miss Riley. So she will be real careful and help her ride that. But her big brother and cousin who will be coming over just going to love that thing. Big brother's been on it already. So about $100 item though. If you can sell it locally, you won't have to worry about shipping and just keep it together. Let them come pick it up. It's probably the way to do it on that one. We paid about $9 for that. Did have to make a second trip back with a different vehicle, so be careful. They are bigger than they appear to be, but really cool item. And the paint job on this one's in pretty darn good condition. Springs are in good condition. I mean, it is in pretty good shape. So that was a fun pickup. We're going to be keeping that one for a while, and we will sell it one day when the kids are done playing with it. I'm going to go over to my wife and let her show you some cool finds that she found when she went out to the thrift store with me.
So my name is Bailey. I'm Josh's wife. He occasionally gets me to go thrifting with him. When I do go with him, I like to look out for the plushies. One thing that I found this time, it was marked $1. A NASCAR Hot Wheels Bubba Bear. Usually it comes with the helmet. It'd be worth a little bit more if it did have the helmet, but it ranges anywhere from like $15.99 to $19.99 plus shipping and handling. So for $1, not bad. I also found the Disney Mickey. He was $1.09. Again, anywhere from $19.99. Some of them went up to $24.99. Plus shipping and handling. Nice size, decent condition. Got to clean it up just a little bit. And my favorite is the giant Minnie Mouse. She was also $1.09. I found sold comps for her from anywhere from $25.99 up to $29.99, and with shipping in with the cost. So not bad for $3 and some change on my first time out.
Big thank you to my beautiful wife Bailey for helping me out a little bit and helping me find them plushies. New category that we've been focusing on. We definitely have some in the basement and some already. Vintage pans. It'd be good if we could find them with the lids, but we found most of these for about $2.50 each, so that's still okay. Most of these are all $15 to $20 a piece on these brands. We do have a Revereware and an Artisan in there. So some decent brands, but not super high end. But we'll take it. Nice flip, easy to ship, something that people are going to buy a lot of. Ink is a great thing to look out for. There's a couple things. You definitely want to make sure your packages are sealed. Like some of these underneath, I'm just going to donate or toss out. But there are 3 sealed inks. I bought this as a lot. Maybe on the high end at $13. I'm going to keep the can of duster to clean the computer. This one right here, I think I looked up about $50, $60. Right around $30 for the 952 XL. And probably something on that sealed one. For sure the 952 XL. Actually there's 2 different ones, but both of them packages are sealed. And neither one of them are going out of date anytime quick. So we'll be alright on that. And if you price them right, your ink will sell fast. Good item to look out for if you're trying to get some reviews and kind of get going at the beginning on eBay. Just be careful. Sandals will be selling pretty good when we start warming up, but it's always warm somewhere on eBay. New Balance, they got a little stain on the back, but that's alright. And other than that, they're in really good condition. I don't think we'll have any problem bringing in $20 to $25 on them. I paid $4 for them. Sandals, we paid about $2.50 each. Them are $20 to $30. In almost new condition, but they are pre-owned. Old military boots. They're in okay condition. And we did pay up a little bit on them. That was one of my items I had to think twice about. But, you know, you got to learn as you go. So we're about $12 into them. I'm hoping to get anywhere from $30 to $60. So not quite as good as money as some of these other items may be around here. But, you know, we're learning. And we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know. Nice pair of Nikes. They are a bit big. But for the condition they're in, I couldn't say no. They're right around $60 used. I picked them up for a little under $10. Probably my, well, I can't say best find of the day or the last week or so, but these tennis rackets right here, Head is just a great brand. If you can, remember that one. Head. So the bag itself is worth 20, 23 bucks, something like that. So we're probably going to separate that out and sell it separate. So we got a bag that we're going to sell, 2 $75 rackets, and one that was right around $50 for the sold comps. So unbelievable deal on that. I picked that whole thing up for about $9. and we are looking at about 220 minus fees. Is it time to show you? Have I teased you guys long enough? We've had a lot of fun stuff that we picked up. Okay, here we go. Finally found them. I think Rally Roots would be proud. Vintage t-shirts. 2 of them are autographed. I'm going to get Bailey's help. Let her get behind the camera and hold these up so you can see them a little better. So I got some of the holy grails we've been looking out for since we started looking out. Vintage t-shirts. 1998 Ted Nugent. Look at the graphic on that. That's some beautiful artwork right there, guys. Ted Nugent, 50 down, 50 to go. Pretty cool. We definitely like it. It's nice and solid. We did the test. No dry rot. Black shirt, black t-shirt. You gotta be careful of that. Another Ted Nugent. Same era. I think it's about 22 years old. It was signed and I believe therefore never worn. Another mint condition Ted Nugent vintage t-shirt. This one's signed. Double-sided. So pretty cool. Like the colorway on that with the orange and blue. And it's nice and crispy like I said. Definitely a category to keep your eye out for is wrestling in general. But we got this vintage ECW wrestling shirt. Again signed by Tommy Dreamer and Balls Mahoney. Probably why it's in such good condition. And Tommy Dreamer is passed too, so sometimes that kind of stuff can help with the value. Also, you got the Steve Austin movie coming out real quick here. Some other wrestling movies going right now, so wrestling is going to be real big. Again, double-sided. So they're kind of rare. You're not always going to get a chance to find a vintage t-shirt, and sometimes you'll have to pay up. I'm not going to tell anybody because we're going to be asking probably over 200 bucks for this. So I'm planning on not telling anybody that we found this for $2. Wait, sorry, I messed up. All right, anyway, we don't worry about that. But I'm still asking what it's worth. It is what it is. Now on the other ones, I did pay a little under 30 bucks each, but I'm comfortable. I'm going to price them around 200 or so. We may take an offer, but these are all 200-ish plus minus. Real nice vintage shirts, so we're glad to pick them up. You may have to pay up on them, and you might not always find them at the thrift store, but when you find them, pick them up if they're the right one, for sure. All right, thanks for hanging with us on the Vintage Dolphin channel. I definitely hope you pick something up, and we can help you make some money. We got maybe $150 in on all this stuff around me, and we're thinking $1,200 plus, so that's the kind of numbers we like to run. There are other costs, so hope you definitely pick something up. You're buying some good items and making some good profits. Like, subscribe, and share this one around. We'll see you on the next one.